What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today I want to talk about a fragrance that I just been wearing for the past 6 days. I stumbled upon it in Walmart and I just couldn't get enough. It was love at first sniff. It's been around for a while. I'm late to the party, guys. Today we're going to be talking about Stetson's Original Cologne. So let's talk a little bit more about Stetson's Original Cologne, and I'll let you guys know what I think. So Stetson's Original Cologne was released in 1981. It is classified as a cheaper fragrance. The top notes are sage and citrus. The heart notes are vetiver, cedar, and patchouli. And the base notes are musk, honey, amber, vanilla, and tonka bean. So this is a splash bottle, guys. I have the batch code and what the box looks like up here in a second. But this is a splash. I could have opted for the vaporizer spray. Now, I like splash bottles because I like it when you dump it in your hand, you spread it around, and you get to sniff your hand. So this is going to be my scent of the day today. So let's go ahead and demonstrate. So you just take the cap off, guys. It's a screw cap. It's got some threads on here. And then you go ahead and dump it in your hand. Just dump a little bit. I'm going to try to do this two-handed. So you go ahead and spread it around. You spread it on your arms. And then what I like to do is I like to put some on my neck and underneath my chest. And then if I have any left on my hands, I'll put it on my shirt, on my clothing. So this is eau de cologne, guys. And the performance is amazing for eau de cologne. But what do I get? What does it smell like? Okay? Because I know some of y'all have heard that it smells like old man. It smells dated. It smells like a woman's fragrance. Whatever, guys. Let me put all that to rest right now. So when I first sprayed this on, or in my case, spread this on, lots of powder, lots of florals, very clean, almost has like a soapy vibe to it. Doesn't smell dirty at all to me, at all. The florals are really fresh, in my opinion, and they're clean, like I just mentioned. But the floral aspect of this doesn't last very long, which I'm happy for because I'm not really that big of a fan of florals, as you guys know already. I feel like I'm beating a dead horse every time I say that. But you do get a lot of like a baby powder vibe going on here, which in my opinion, I really enjoy. I enjoy fragrances that kind of have like a baby powder going on, which kind of reminds me of like Aqua Velva Musk or those type of deals, guys, right? Brut, so on and so forth. So that's the top. So you get a lot of baby powder and some florals. As it moves into the mid or into the heart, guys, you're gonna start getting some, I want to say some light cedar, some light woods, but also that's gonna be introduced is there's gonna be some spicy muskiness, which is my favorite part about this fragrance, about Stetson's Original Cologne, is the spicy muskiness coupled with some of the woody elements in here. Now it does say it has vetiver and patchouli, but I don't really get vetiver or patchouli at all, to be honest. I just get some kind of light cedarwood or sandalwood. Very, very smooth. There's nothing sharp about this fragrance, guys. It's very well rounded. And as you transition into the base, guys, you're gonna start getting some sweetness, right? Now, it does say musk, honey, amber, vanilla, and tonka bean, right? But I get the musk in the mid, and I start getting some of that sweetness in the base. And I don't really think a lot of people talk about this, but I get a lot. I get more of like a honeyed sweetness, more so than a vanilla sweetness. Like I can pick up just a tad bit of the vanilla in here, but the honey sweetness is where it's at. And I find it really interesting, and the honey note in here, because normally when there's honey in a fragrance, it really kind of leans masculine, at least on my skin it does. But in Stetson's Original Cologne, it does not lean feminine at all. It just adds that perfect touch of sweetness in here. Also, the spices that I had mentioned earlier, I do get more of the spices down in the base. Now, I'm not too sure what the spices could be. It could be pepper, it could be nutmeg, basically kind of warming spices. Maybe a little bit of cinnamon, guys. It just smells so good. It smells amazing. Like I said, it was love at first sniff for me, and I'm so happy I picked this up. And it was cheap too. It was $25. Couldn't pass it up. So what is the longevity? How is the performance with this? Performance is awesome for an eau de cologne. I was blown away and shocked because I didn't honestly think it was going to last that long. However, I've consistently been getting, on average, 7 to 8 hours on my skin. Okay, if I get some on my clothes, it's going to be on my clothes all day. No cap, 100% all day long. Okay, now how is the projection, right? So the projection is really, really strong when you first apply this. I have choked a couple people out just because I like to apply a lot of fragrance. Obviously, as you can see, I've probably used like 30 mLs of this already, and it's only been 6 days. So when you apply this, just be careful. A little bit goes a long way with Stetson's Original Cologne, and projection is great for, I want to say, the first hour and a half. After about that hour and a half, it's gonna cut back drastically. I wouldn't necessarily say it's a skin scent, but it does kind of stick close to your skin. However, I find wearing this fragrance in 105 degrees Fahrenheit, like the projection, you're going to be able to smell you. There's going to be a scent bubble around you. Now, if you wear this in the wintertime or in the colder months, I'm pretty much going to say it's probably going to be a skin scent, but just when you're moving and stuff like that, and when your body heats up, it's going to reactivate. And especially if you get on your clothes, like if you do get some of this on your clothes, projection and stuff like that, you won't have any issues with it. This is really masculine. I find this to be really masculine, and I've watched a couple of reviews already. There's not really a lot of reviews on Stetson's Original Cologne, but the reviews I see, people like to say, oh, it's feminine, it just comes off as an old lady fragrance. No, it doesn't. This is very masculine in my eyes, and I think this is more so like a barbershop style fragrance, like a fougere style fragrance. Yes, there's florals in the beginning, but those florals don't last very long, and what ends up happening is in the very dry down, you kind of get this clean, soapy, musky, spicy scent that lasts all day long, and it's very manly. I understand why people say that this kind of reminds them of their grandpa. This reminds them of like an old man, but I wouldn't necessarily say it's an old man. I go as far as to say it's very mature. It's a very mature smelling fragrance, and of course it's going to be a very mature smelling fragrance. I mean, guys, we're talking about 1981. So everybody who's had memories of, or who was around back then, because I wasn't, but of course everybody who was around back then, their parents were wearing Stetson's Original Cologne. So of course that's probably why they're saying it smells dated, it smells like an old man. However, I think that if you're a guy and you like very masculine fragrances and you're not really into what's out nowadays where it's just so sweet and sweet this and sweet that, and you want to smell like a piece of candy or a piece of fruit, if you want to smell like just a rugged, masculine, very mature man, age range 30 and beyond, try Stetson's Original Cologne. I'm surprised because I enjoy it a lot, and it was cheap. And the thing is, guys, when people talk about cheapies, I never ever hear them talk about the original classics like this. I never do. It's always some kind of off-brand, or what is it, the Middle Eastern fragrances nowadays, which I'm not trying to hate on those. I'm just saying, I don't know, guys. I'm finding the classics like Brut, Aqua Velva Musk, Stetson. There's other ones out there, guys. they just beat the brakes off of these new cheapies. So yeah, that's my review of Stetson's Original Cologne. I hope you guys liked the video. If you did, leave me a comment down below. I love to reply to those guys. And you know, I'm your host, Dr. Goo. Thank you so much for watching Loc'd, and I'll catch you later. Remember, you can do anything that you put your mind to, guys. Stay safe out there. And yeah, I'm out. I'm out of here. See ya.